I decided to take a tiny bit of a break away from it all because it was getting a bit much. And again, long story, so I'm not going to go into it in massive detail, but I knew a friend of a friend who happened to make the dresses for Marilyn Monroe. He had Alzheimer's. I thought that was sad. I said, well, put the dresses on exhibition because you'll make loads of money to support your care, because obviously America there's no NHS. He said, no, he won't sell them because he wants it to be this man's legacy. And I was like, oh, all right then. We'll put it on exhibition rather than selling. And he went away and came back like 4 days later and said, yeah, great idea, you're doing it. I quote. And the friend over there said, are you all right with that? I said, I don't know what to do. I've just told him the poor man's got Alzheimer's. How can I say no? How can I know if this is actually going to support his health? I've got to. So 48 hours later, after a whole hilarious situation with the people who sent the products over, because obviously I had no idea of any of this. I still thought the stuff wasn't worth a lot of money. I just thought it was iconic. There was a video call. I think it was Zoom back then. I can't remember what it was, but it was some kind of video call with DHL in Palm Springs, California. And I was like, looking at this guy going, yeah, and he's waving at me. Well, they put all the stuff in a box. And then literally 24 hours later, the same man arrived at my home, which was the insurance side of it. I didn't know any of that. Then this big old huge crate was left at my doorstep. Dragged it upstairs and opened it, and it wasn't till then that I realised what I'd actually done or bitten, because I was like, oh my God, like I'm pulling out the original 7-year itch dress, like the pink diamonds of girl's best friend, like all this stuff and sketches and photographs and the most beautiful things. And even though I wasn't a fan, it still made me go, oh, all right. And then one of my very best friends, who is hilarious, is a PR agent. So, and I called her and she was like, are you joking? Like, she got it. I had no idea. She totally got it. She went, fine, let's make this happen. So obviously it was going to be supporting Alzheimer's. And I'm very naive many times in my life. And charity I thought meant free, as in you don't get paid, nothing. Yeah. I got an award for it, for being an idiot, basically. I lost money and they made huge amounts of money, but so I got the Hilton for free. I was in Brighton, so I got the Hilton for free. I got the security for free. I got the lighting, the mannequin, I got everything for free. Because I just thought that's what you did. Yeah. Obviously, they're going to give it to me for free because it's Marilyn Monroe. Do you know what I mean? They can eat out on that one. But Chrissy said to me, Andrew, the night before the opening, do not go out. Well, I did. Completely ignored her. And I remember walking along the main street in Brighton on the seafront towards the Hilton Hotel. Channel 4, ITV, Sky News, Channel 5 America were all outside. And I'm looking at this going, what the hell? Is there a fire? Like literally that naive, walking around. And then I saw her looking at me, death stares, screaming unnecessarily. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are you getting overly excited? And she said, Andrew, there were like nearly 200 press here. Wow. Do you have any idea how big this is? Well, I have absolutely no idea. And she said, right, they were demanding interview. I went, well, I'm not giving an interview. I'm not doing anything. And she said, well, someone's got to do something. I said, I don't know anything about this woman. Nothing. I'm going to lie to the world's press. No. So I hid in a cupboard in the Hilton Hotel, having a meltdown, going, what do I do? What do I do? And luckily the timeline was good enough that I could get hold of Bill in Palm Springs, who's the guy that owns the collection, the guy that was stage 1 dementia at this point. So he still had enough to be able to do it. And I called him up and I was like, Bill, you got to do this. I can't do it. You know, I'm going to do everyone a disservice if I even stand up and do any of this. He went, darling, what do you need me? What do you need? So they managed to video link him in seconds, and he stood up in his little house in Palm Springs and talked all about Marilyn, and it ended up being an absolute mind-blowing. I think they were like, I can't even remember the exact figure, but it was thousands in 3 days.